Air. I think out of all the sirens in the world, I think I like the Paris ones the best.
You just like everything about Paris.
I love Paris. Hi guys, we're in Paris.
Bonjour, as you should say.
Coq Monsieur.
It's not
Whatever it is.
It's croque monsieur.
I had snails last night.
I know you did. You love your snails.
I know. And they had really good oysters, so it was such, like, that was like the best entree ever. Like, some really good snails, some nice fresh bread, even though it breaks my keto diet now. But the bread was just really nice in the garlicky, snaily mess. And then the oysters are really nice. I said to you today, oh, you haven't said hi, guys.
I did say hi, guys. I said bonjour.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not hi, guys.
But I'm in France.
Bonjour isn't hi, guys in Paris. How do you say hi, guys in Paris? Have you ever looked it up?
No.
Oh, so you don't like Parisians?
I do.
Well, why didn't you look up hi, guys in Paris?
Hi, guys.
Anyway, I had to do a 6K walk today because that's how far the only store in Paris that has Southern. And going down there was a seafood restaurant that had a little window and a guy standing there, and you can pay $1 an oyster to try their oysters as you're walking past. It was amazing. I could have stayed there for hours eating their oysters.
Bonjour, guys.
Bonjour, guys.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, guys.
Guys. But I don't know how to pronounce it. No, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Yeah.
The house we're in is amazing.
It's amazing. It's so lovely. It's probably one of the best Airbnbs we've ever found. I think Anne just got back.
We have an intruder. Someone's walking in on us, Beck. Quick, put your clothes back on. She's walked in on us. What do we say to her? You know our secret. We're not a couple.
Anne's been shopping.
Oh, she's got a big bag of shit.
Been shopping.
What'd you get?
Stinky cheese, of course.
You're not allowed stinky cheese.
Of course.
You have to eat in the toilet. That's a rule. There's a window. You can eat your cheese in the toilet. Until you open it and put it in.
I'm going to open it now and see.
Of course you are. So, I forgot what I was saying. I got my 4 bottles of Southern.
Yeah, we're saying this is an amazing Airbnb.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't think I've had a bad one in Paris, have we?
No.
But some of them were a little bit dirty, were a little bit lacking. But this place is like...
The one that we first stayed in when I first came with you it was still beautiful, but it was a bit dodgy in the fact that it was another company that were running it through Airbnb.
Oh, yeah, that one.
But then they were like arseholes and wanted to charge us. Like our plane was delayed. It took us 14 hours to get from Paris to Spain to Paris.
And no one charges $200 to check in late or something.
Because of something that was out of our control. And we kept them updated every step of the way. Well, sorry, our flight's delayed. Our flight's been cancelled. And we kept them updated. And we're like, we're sorry, we can't do anything about it. We're going to be checking in at this time.
And it was because of Paris airport strike.
Yeah.
So it's your own country strikes. Charge them.
Why do we have to pay for something out of it? Anyway.
The place was still nice. The first 2 places when I came here were really small, a little bit grungy, but not smelly clean. But I always felt really comfortable there.
Yeah.
Because those restaurants, as soon as you went downstairs, they were literally opposite Three Little Ducks.
Okay.
So it was really, really convenient. Then there was a time I came up when I shot that incredible shoot with, heaps of shoots. Ones with Tess.
Yeah, that big place.
And Audrey and Julie, all these different... The place was enormous. It was like a 4-bedroom, and it had this big, long, open area with like 6 windows along with the sun. Then our last one was that was massive. We had 4-bedroom.
Yeah, but I mean, that cost a fortune.
I know, but that was still really cool.
It was, but we got that place to specifically do shoots because it was so
the shower
big.
there was a bit dodgy. I had to use a Joby to hang the friggin' shower head up, remember?
No, that wasn't last. No, the last one was... No, that was the time before.
That was the time before, was it?
Yeah.
But this place...
So the couple actually live here. This is like their place, but they've got a second. You said they're down the beach?
They've got a beach location.
They've got a beach house. So when people book this to rent it, they just move out for the week and go down to their beach house. So then they contacted, after we requested to book and then we got approved, they sent me a message and were like, I'll send you all the information, but they were like, oh, the PDF has like restaurant recommendations, but I can see that you come to Paris a lot, so you probably don't need my recommendation. But then when we spoke to them on the phone last night about they called us just to make sure everything was okay, and they mentioned to Peter that they don't just let anyone stay here because it is their home and it is beautiful and there's all this artwork everywhere. We should give everyone a tour, actually.
Yeah, let's quickly give you a tour.
Give you a tour.
Ooh. So this is only for the lucky people.
I'm watching on YouTube, yes.
It's sorry for the people.
Sorry for people listening.
So we're sitting in a lounge room, and this is our lounge room. Sorry, our mess on the table, which is all our friggin' laptops and charging gear. And sorry about Bec. I'll try not to be on her. That's our lounge room. So it's it's so clean. It's just beautiful. Such a beautiful apartment. If we just quickly go through the place. So this is the entrance hall we come into. It's got really cool musical tool.
Don't do it. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Peter, don't. It's annoying. No one wants to listen to that.
I'm going to write music.
It's annoying. Stop it. It's annoying.
It's dubstep.
No, it's
There's
not.
our lovely little toilet in the cupboard. It's really cute. And the good thing is when Bec goes in, she can open the windows so she doesn't do smellies.
Oh, my God.
Then we've got... everything is just so pretty in this place. Look at this hallway. Like, it is to die for with amazing artwork the whole way down. We'll come down and we'll get into the smelly kitchen because Anne's making cheese. It's a cute little kitchen that has washing machines and everything in here. Into Anne and Bec's room. Excuse the Bec mess. And then come right down to... We've got this awesome modern bathroom. And the shower's a really good shower. I like good showers. Then into my room. Sorry about all my camera gear mess, but it's just like such a... Both Shay and Bec and maybe Anne. Imagine the shots I can do here. Like, seriously. I sound like a fangirl, but I absolutely love Paris. Every time I've come here, even if it's been not the greatest of years for other reasons, it's always been a place that is so artistic. There's so many creative people here. I love the fact that there's buses that drive around with boobs on the side of them and nobody cares. Anyway, back to the supermodel.
So that's a little tour of our little place. And yeah, it's really lovely and it's got a lot of character and I like it here. It's so much better that, it feels nicer. Although, in some way it's kind of weird staying in someone else's house, but at the same time, I like it more because it feels homey. It feels lived in. It's not, stale.
It's like Chris in LA.
Yeah.
He moves into a house behind.
Yeah, the little guest house.
We're living in his house, but we don't feel weird because...
Yeah, it's, comfortable. It's lived in. And because someone lives there, you've got everything. It's not why is there only one wine glass?
Yeah, why is there no bottle opener?
Why is there no microwave? When you stay at someone's house, it's got everything because they actually live here. So yeah, I feel like it makes a big difference.
Yes, highly recommend it, but unless you have a really good Airbnb rating, they're not going to hire it out. There's a glass cabinet which has got a heap of ceramic statues
and there's
in it.
all that fine china over there, and they specifically said, don't open any of the cabinets with all of the porcelain and china. Anything you need for plates and cutlery, you will find in the kitchen. Don't open those.
I know for a fact. So one of my very first jobs ever was working in ceramics, and I know that some of that stuff would be worth $2,000 and $3,000 a piece. But it's just the whole place has just got this. I'd live here. I'd buy this. If I was going to live in Paris, I'd want something just like this.
I love that freaking hallway. It was really cute as well. On the PDF of information, there's a little cute chair in the hallway, and they said,
that's right.
please, they're like, Scott is very fond of that chair. Please be extra careful with it. I was like, it's so cute. It's just really cute. I like it. It's got character. Although we
Yeah.
can't walk too far up in one direction
yes,
because
yes.
it gets very... Because the taxi driver yesterday when we got here, he
We
was
got
like...
scared. Like halfway in the trip, he goes, do you know the people you're staying with? You are staying in a very dangerous area.
Yeah.
And we go, well, but we
stayed in that area,
Pagal, but we're just out of the Pagal neighbourhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a little bit sketchy around, so there's a lot of police always. So,
Yeah.
But I went to find milk. They don't drink milk in Paris. I went to a big supermarket. The only thing I could find that my phone said milk, but I didn't realise it said fermented milk, which means runny yogurt. And Anne didn't want runny yogurt in her tea. She made me walk like for hours to find her milk. I finally got her milk on my second trip after going the wrong way and going into an area I don't recommend.
Was that where someone tried to take your watch?
No, that was this afternoon coming back. No, that was up that direction, but I pulled out before it got dangerous. But even when I walked up there, just all of a sudden you saw this, like within a block, everything changed massively.
Crazy.
And I was that privileged white guy, and I just needed to get it. And then I found Anne's milk and got it all back to her, and then she realised she didn't have any tea. She wasted half my morning looking for her milk. Did you find some tea?
Yes.
Yes.
It's wine time now.
No, but then I'm coming back after getting...
Southern.
It was about 3K walk to where my southern was. And coming back, for some reason, like I just said, return trip. And it took me three or four blocks up that one. I had a guy trying to rip my watch off my arm. I started freaking. I was trying to talk to you secretly in my shopping bag.
Because you didn't
so
want
I didn't
to
want
show
to see that
your
I had my
iPhone.
phone.
Yeah, with all your cards.
Yeah. And I had I think I got about $700 European in there. So
shit.
all my business cards, my iPhone,
$700 European, it's 700 euros.
No, it's $700 European. Well, I was paying a little bit. Sorry, can't help it.
That was really bad, even for you.
We spent 3 days with, what do we call him? Greenpeace.
I didn't call him that. I called him his name, Elijah.
Elijah, which is a really, really nice guy, but he had worse daddy jokes than me. He's not old enough to have those.
It was fantastic. I loved his daddy jokes.
But he wasn't, not the...
I thought they were funny.
Funny?
Yes.
Like, let's give birth and head out of here.
Yes, I thought it was funny. Like, you know, that's the thing with dad jokes is they're so bad that they're funny, but that one that you just made about the currency is really bad.
What's a dad joke? Leave me alone.
It's really bad.
I got him back with some dad jokes.
Yeah, good.
Which was funny.
Good.
Anyway, we had a good group in Milan.
We did. They were amazing. I loved
Amazing.
all
So
of
no, we're
them.
not allowed to say they're the best anymore. We've got to wait 2 months before we can say that. They were a good group.
And speaking of,
them
Francesco
bought
bought
us-
some wine for me, so I'm about to try it. It's a Syrah, which is a Shiraz in Australia. So we import grapes and then change the name to Shiraz, which...
We grow Shiraz.
Yeah, I know, but apparently, I don't know, sometimes we also import them. I don't know, that's what he said, but we changed the name to Shiraz, even though it's the same as Syrah.
Syrah. Did you look up what claret meant?
No.
Claret is what red wine used to be called.
Why not just call it red wine?
Well, it's like, it used to be port in Australia.
That's
now
a different thing.
It's called tawny now. Oh. Because I think some zoners said, no, port is our name. Oh. Look at you go. You're getting good at this.
I know, I've been in Europe for a month.
No, screw caps.
Yes.
Hey, you didn't even break the cork enough.
I know, I've had practice.
Well done.
I know.
I'm not giving you a pay rise because this is on your time.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Give it a little aerations.
Aerations.
Try not to spill it on the couch.
That would be a waste. You'd actually try and suck it back off the couch.
I'd just be paranoid about damaging anything in this place.
Yeah, but if you think about damaging things, that's when you do damage things.
No, it's not.
It is. If you hand someone and say it's worth $1, they don't care about dropping it. You hand them something and you say it's worth $1 trillion, they'll drop it. And?
It's heavy. It's good.
You said you liked heavy.
I know, it's a bit complex.
Is it my wine?
I think it's a your wine.
Oh, the notes are nice.
The notes and
They're
the
up there with the
tannins.
toilet door. They're up with those notes.
The tannins. I think
The
it's
tannins.
a U wine.
I think this is very much a me
I
one.
don't know. Maybe I should crack another wine and maybe save that one for you.
Let me take a sip of it.
It's a bit complex for
Oh, this is a really nice wine.
Yeah, it's a bit complex for my taste. I think I might just save that for you. Maybe I'll put the cork back in it.
Oh, yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I might save that for you. You can have that. Will you drink that glass now?
Not with the southern. Oh. I'll let it aerate a bit. I'll drink it after.
Maybe I'll drink it, the glass.
Or you drink that and I'll drink the rest of it.
I'll put the
You've
cork
got
back.
to end up liking that. It's got beautiful
I
aftertaste.
know, it's got really nice notes. I liked that one that we had. Oh, no, that was last podcast. It had those smoky...
The one from our fan.
Do we have one we got from that show? Oh, no, I'm not
I
going to
think
be
you'll
able to
do the other end.
But then what if the cork gets
When you
in
do
it?
this, it's a trick. You press the cork a bit in.
You rub it. You pervert.
See, it's like, you should know about this. It's like tampons. The wet end will expand. Well, the dry end doesn't. So now we need to flip it over.
I don't do that with my tampons.
Don't you use them? Don't you use a towel for a week, but don't you just... so with your underwear, don't you do them inside, outside, back to front, forward?
No, I don't.
Oh, so you don't do inside, back upside down and right side up?
I felt so judged.
He did. Especially there's somebody who said, after every shower, you must change your towel.
They do. They just said in their household it's one towel per use.
One towel.
One towel. You've pulled it down.
And I think I spoke to Shreen. She said it's normally 2 or 3.
My mum said through every couple of days.
Yeah, Shree says pretty much because I hang my towels in one area and Shree hangs it on the other thing. And she'll just go, I think she normally goes, Wednesday she changes towels, Friday or Saturday she'll change towels. Well, all she does is take those towels and throws them into the washing machine because in the bathroom we've got like 20 towels
20.
that you can just pull out whenever you want.
Well, that's another good thing about this place is when Anne was having her shower last night, she's like, where are the towels? Like, what's the situation? And I just went to the bathroom and opened a drawer and there's a whole stack of towels.
Yeah. And they're big towels. They're full body towels. They're not just this little hand
pissy
washer
one.
that you struggle to...
That's very good.
I do like the shower's a dangerous shower for me though.
Is you zombie?
It's a zombie shower for me. It's one of those showers that I can just go in there, stand, and an hour could go past.
You love your zombie showers.
I love zombie showers.
I've got to look up again on the guide to this place what we do because they've got plants and they had instructions of when to water the plants. So I need to
Well,
look
you need
that
to do
up.
that. You can't
will.
kill their plants.
I won't. I'm going to look it up after we finish doing this.
We should buy them a plant.
That would be really cute, actually.
Yeah, let's find a really nice plant and buy them.
Yeah, good idea.
Maybe. I wonder if they sell any of the Australian weeds here. So the seeds go everywhere and infect them.
No, we'll buy them a nice plant for saying
We
it.
could buy them snails and put on all their plants.
No.
Oh, and wait, tonight they had snails too, didn't they?
Yeah.
And creme brulee. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Like Milan, I like, but I think where we stay is not because it's bit touristy because the pizzas don't taste like really good
But
pizzas.
yeah.
Did
well,
they?
the place that we went to, it used to be really good, but I think they've changed owners. It didn't taste as good as it used to.
Yeah, I've had better. Where did we have that great pizza just recently? It was somewhere we didn't expect to get a good pizza. Was it in Frankfurt or was it in Berlin? There's somewhere we went and we didn't expect it was like a really good pizza. I can't remember now. Anyway,
I remember. So
whereas I'd say so far some of the most not nicest food has been Milan. Found it a bit
I had a
bland.
really good lasagna. We had that really nice steak.
I know, but that place, we'll skip that place because that's a place I've been to 3 times now.
It's really
Their
good.
steak was to die for. It was so good. We couldn't eat it all because it's a 2 shared steak and Anne and I shared it. So we got a doggy bag and took it back and we threw it in the rubbish bin. That's how good it was.
I had some.
Yeah, but then you got friggin' sick and I was scared to eat it after that.
I had a really nice lasagna. It was really good lasagna. I was craving lasagna as well, so that was perfect.
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 Except their friggin' alcohol list was crap.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know what they've done with that.
Yeah.
Why have this amazing... So if you want a heavy red, you have to buy a bottle. You can only have light, fluffy, crappy reds if you want a
I
glass.
asked her for a glass. I said I want something heavy, and it was a Chianti.
Chianti.
Which is not very heavy.
No, but you could eat that while you're skinning somebody.
Drink it. I know, every time I see
Every time
Chianti,
you-
it's all I think of is Hannibal.
Silence of the Lambs. Eating some brains.
Ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Shit, that was a good movie.
That was. There's looks like there's a few new horror movies that are coming out that look like they're good. There's a new one coming out pretty soon called Long Legs. I need to show you the trailer for it. It looks creepy as fuck. There's no speaking in the trailer. It's just like, it's really
it's cool.
vague. It looks really cool.
It's been ages since I've seen a proper good horror. So I don't like the jump out ones and the gory. That's not horror.
Yeah, no.
Horror is something that has you suspended.
I
and
like
it's-
psychological horrors.
Yeah, and you go to bed and it actually keeps happening.
Yeah. There was one I mean, I don't, by no means is it like great? Well, I don't think so, but I remember it just scared the crap out of me. It was called the Poughkeepsie Tapes, and it set up like mockumentary style about this serial killer, and they like find his tapes and they like play his tape, and you know it's a mockumentary, but it still just scared the bejeebus out of me. There was like this scene that he had like broken into someone's house and like set up a video camera and was like hiding in the wardrobe, and then like the girl hops into bed. I think she may have had a boy, and you just see on like he just comes out and me and Jared are watching it lying in bed. We just looked over at my wardrobe at my mum's house and we're just like, it was just, I don't know, even though I knew it was fake, it was just something about it was so terrifying. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that. And there was another horror that's coming out that looks good. I can't remember which one it was though, but I like it.
My wife, I get like when we do get something that's an amazing horror, she loves B grade. So Winnie the Pooh, she loved.
Oh, that was that stupid.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
It started and
like Winnie the Pooh's like a serial killer.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
just
stupid.
couldn't even watch it.
Me and Jared tried to watch, speaking of stupid movies, we tried to watch that Cocaine Bear movie.
I wouldn't have. In fact, I think Shree has watched it and loved it.
We tried. I think we got like 10 minutes in and we were like, no, this is just dumb. Like, this is just stupid. And we had to turn it off. We were like, we can't.
I must admit, there's a couple of those really bad B or C grades. There's one called Piranha where they were in a lake and they got into a swimming pool. I've never laughed so much in my life. So from that point of view, it's a good movie.
What the piranhas got from a lake to a swimming pool.
Yeah, they swam up the outtakes and they started eating the people in the swimming pool.
Destroying this. What are you doing?
We can fix it later.
How do you do this?
I'm slipping down.
Slipping down.
It's happening. We have a saying called "It's happening." There was a lovely photographer that came to a few of our workshops. I think it was in Paris. And he'd booked Anne and shot Anne, and I think Anne was in the bathtub and he was leaning up against the wall of the shower and he couldn't help it. He just kept slipping down the wall and all he could say to Anne was, "It's happening," as he slipped down the wall. And it's now become a thing we've forever said when something's slipping down, "It's happening."
There's certain little things that people tell us that just stick, like even with Tess and the "you broke it."
You broke it.
Like that's just stuck.
Forever.
Because, and all it was her saying, like, because she was with us and she broke something and then she said, yeah, my husband.
No, she's even said when she broke it, "You broke it," because that's what her husband screams out from 3 floors away.
Yeah, he's like, we hear something crash and he's like, "You broke it." She's like, "No, I fixed it."
I fix it. And then
that's
there
just
was
stuck.
the time that you mentioned about Australia pizzas with pineapple and she goes, "Yuck, yuck, 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 yuck."
No, the yuck, yuck, yuck was because you were saying on a workshop, you took a photo and you were like, "Yuck." And then she's like, "What does it mean, yuck?" And then you explained what it meant. And then she was like, "Yuck, yuck, yuck."
Oh,
and now
right,
she
so I
just
didn't-
starts.
now it's
And then I mentioned pineapple on pizza. And then after she'd learnt what the word yuck was, she was like, "Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck." It's really cute. Little things like that just stick.
It's stupid how that happens. Like, even over time, there'll be a saying like "lols," and then everyone goes stupid on it. And there's a stylist I worked with, and she had another stupid saying. But unfortunately, by the end of it, we had a 2-day shoot in Sydney, and she was a stylist on the shoot. By the end of the 2 days, we all kept saying the same freaking stupid saying. I can't remember what it was, but.
Well, I remember we were in Sydney and we were working with Kelly. She was the makeup artist. and something happened and she was like, oh, sugar lumps. And I just pissed
Well,
myself.
sugar lumps is something my grandmother used to say.
I just pissed myself and I thought it was just so cute. Like instead of swearing, she's like, oh, sugar lumps. And now I say it all the time as well. A bit like, oh, sugar lumps.
Yeah, there was one of my mates' mother used to say focaccia. Anyway, it's all stupid things. But same happens with us. So I called you a pervert for some comment, and that's just stuck now.
Yeah, just no, it was because
Wherever we go, you pervert.
Yeah, and that was just because I got back to the studio. We brought in meatballs for lunch, and I got back from checking that my house was locked, which it was, and I just thought it wasn't. And I got back and asked if you had your meatballs. Like, how were your meatballs? And
you didn't say, did you have? You just said, how are your balls?
No,
how are your balls, I think.
didn't. Oh, I don't think I said that.
I think you might have said, how are your balls?
So. I think I said, how are your meatballs? And you were like, leave my balls alone, you pervert. And I just pissed myself laughing, and now everything is, you pervert.
We're in a lounge in Milan, and there was a food area up there, and I saw a big bowl of plums. I thought, oh my God. So I grabbed 2 plums, put it on a plate and said to Bec, you want to see me plums? And just dropped a plate of plums on, and she cracked up. And because Anne was still flying to the same place, but Anne went express for half the price, but in cattle class, because Bec wants to be in every lounge in the world. It took us 12 hours, but we got to 3 different lounges. Anyway, so the first lounge we know, I said to Anne, you want to see me plums in a text message? And she just come back, what was it?
I'm not
sure. I sent her a photo of the 2 plums, and she goes, what? And then she said, I meant, what the F? Then we got to
Madrid for a stopover.
And there was a bowl of nuts. So I grabbed and I sent out a message, want to see my nuts, and took a photo of 2 of the nuts on the table. While I'm doing this, Becca's videoing me, photographing my nuts in a lounge.
I just took a photo of you photographing the nuts, and I sent it to Jared, and I was like, oh my God, Peter's photographing his nuts in public. What a pervert.
Then we went into where they had the real alcohol, not where they had the fake alcohol. And there was a lady in there with a bulldog that was so cute laying on the ground. And Bec's come back and said, it's sitting in the way and it's trying to cool its nuts on the floor.
Its legs fully spread and had its package just on the cold ground.
So I'm going around with a camera and I put 5x lens on so the owner couldn't see what I was doing, but it plonked itself back on the floor so the nuts weren't hanging on the floor. And I sent that, Anne sent me a fruit platter, sorry, a cheese platter with some wine. So I sent her back the anus end of a bulldog. So what does Anne do? She draws eyes on it and sends it back to me. That's going to be our podcast.
That'll be our cover.
Our cover can be the one with Anne's friggin'
drawings and you photographing
face.
Your nuts in public.
No, I'm just going to put the dog face.
Oh my God.
That could be our cover.
Why is this going pear-shaped again? Why do we always turn things to be very inappropriate?
It's you.
It's me.
It's not me, you pervert.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Anyway. One other thing, I'll do our 1% of photography.
Oh, yes.
So there's a model we worked with 5 years ago.
Sabrina? Yeah.
So 5 years ago, she came to our Airbnb. I shot her.
I'm pretty sure she contacted
you. Yeah, no,
you.
she contacted me, yeah.
Yeah, she found you and was like, I would really love to shoot with you. So
I think she was only 18 or 19. She was very young.
She said she was 22.
She looked like she was 18.
Yeah,
Very, very pretty, but unfortunately, very pretty girl next door. So even though there's one photo I adore. She loved all of the photos, but there's one photo that she was a little bit more womanly, and that was a photo I absolutely adored. Then we shot a few years later, but I can only shoot.
I'm just going to check it's still recording.
Oh, you don't trust things.
It is still recording.
Of course, no. Oh, I know why you've got to check if it's recording.
No, because I don't want it to go.
Sneaky little.
I don't want it to turn into not being recording. I was just checking. Anyway, sorry, continue.
So next time was about 2 years ago?
Yeah, last time we were in Milan, but we couldn't shoot with her because she was
So go and
busy.
do the workshop.
Yeah, did the workshop, but every day that we had free to shoot, she had something on, and then every day that she was free to shoot, we had a workshop. So
on.
it just
And
didn't work.
She was having some problems with a long-time boyfriend, and she had a little bit of a heart-to-heart with me. And
Me, I remember talking to her about it over lunch.
And then this time we come back, she's now broken up with her 5-year boyfriend, and it's really hurt her. She's devastated. She needs to get over it. I went through that, but she shot the workshop, and then she came and shot about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And the lighting wasn't amazing, even though I could find some really nice light. And I literally had her sitting on the ground on a towel against a decrepit wall in a little driveway, and then walked to another area and were talking a lot with her about her breakup and about different things. And once I got her into a headset, it just started working perfect. And I said to her that with a model, so when they're young, it's all fluffy. Nothing's ever happened. The whole world's like everything. Once a model has one shitty freaking boyfriend, there's always going to be a shitty boyfriend. There is.
Yeah.
Every girl will say, there's that shitty guy. A model needs that shitty guy, so they have the yin and yang. And my God, I can't believe some of the photos I got. And I just pushed different emotions. So we went back to when she never had a boyfriend. And that's those beautiful doorway pictures. Anyway, it was just really interesting. Then she posted it because with models, whenever we finish, they can mark their favourite pictures. And I normally put it so they can scroll and they either take some screenshots or they do a video and click through all their favourite pictures. And she put this lovely comment that something about, I mentioned about becoming a woman, you needed something bad and good to happen to have that look. And she said, these pictures are just so much like me being a woman. And I realised she hasn't shot in 2 years.
Yeah.
She won't shoot with anybody else anymore. Anyway, hopefully, we had a chat and hopefully she's going to come to Melbourne summer next year.
Awesome. That'd be so good.
And spend a week with us and then spend a week with her girlfriend up in Sydney.
That'd be cool.
And we'll get some great tutorials because now she's someone I really...
Yeah, because she's now got that life experience.
She can give me those faces. She can give me those thoughts.
Yeah, because she's got... Exactly.
She's not just pretty. I'm pretty. It's not...
She's now got feelings and she can drift into a mood if she thinks about it and then gets a feeling of thinking about the shit that's happened to her. It's going to actually convey emotion. It's not just, I am very pretty and I
only want pretty. It's just pretty. Yeah.
No, it was so good to see her. I've always found her to be very sweet and she is gorgeous. Her face is just to die for.
She's a very pretty girl.
She-
Her parents are really, really protective. And I was talking to her about that. They always get scared when she first turned up for the shoots. I made it safe.
Yeah.
So we're talking. I said, do your parents have iPhones? She goes, no. So you need to give them iPhones and get the Find Me, and then they can look for you wherever.
Yes.
And she said she'll do that because she says they stress. All right, leave me strawberries alone.
I want to have a strawberry.
All right, so explain. Have you ever tasted a strawberry in Australia like that?
They're so juicy and so sweet.
I cannot believe, Australia's got so many beautiful farmlands. We've got lots of areas where we don't use chemicals and stuff like that. But quite often, especially from our big supermarkets, they're just white inside and taste like water.
Or they're sour.
Or they're sour.
This is like...
It's just like
and
super... It's not like they injected sugar into it.
It's not crunchy.
It just melts, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's so sweet.
The blueberries are the same. The blueberries I got here, which were like €1 a punnet, we're paying like $6 Australian dollars a punnet of sour friggin' crap. Anyway, yeah, I put these here. Just look, they're perfect. Red inside and out. I only get fat on strawberries in Paris. If I haven't said it before, I really like Paris. Bec's done way on me. I'm gonna run this show on my own again. You run away again.
Freaky. I'm coming back. I was just putting my little top of it in the bin because I didn't want to...
Don't you eat the greens?
No.
Why not?
Because no one does. I didn't want to put it somewhere and make a mess. I could have put it on a tissue, actually.
You could have. Would have. Should have.
Should have.
Could have. Would have. Could have.
Could have.
Could have.
That's not, I feel like every time I come to Paris, the first time I came here,
You
I
hated it.
hated it.
Well, no, the second time with me. I tried to convince you, but we'd lost our luggage. Everything went wrong
I was
on that
sick.
trip. You were sick. We did do a couple of nice shoots.
Yeah, we did. It was just
But
I was sick. The luggage was lost. It felt dirty. There was guys pissing.
No,
in the street.
that was for some reason that year.
Yeah, it was-
It felt like dangerous and dirty. Even staying where we normally stay, it just had this like for some guy just to walk in the middle of the day and just start pissing into the gutter in front of people. One lady just yelled, "Do you mind?" He goes, "No."
Gross.
But that's where we did. That was the very first place we did Naked in the Street.
Yes. Dude, there's no sausage there this time.
I was reaching for my sausage. Stop thinking about my sausage. You are. I can see it now.
But every other time we've come since, I feel like I've liked it a bit more. So
I still love Paris.
I still love Paris. You never didn't.
I still might. Huh?
You never didn't. What do you mean
I know,
you
but
still like
a couple of
it?
years ago, I was seriously thinking of buying a small place like this and just hiring as an Airbnb until I came over, because my wife's restricted me to 2 to 3 months at a time. Well, she's not gonna. She'll come for like a month maybe, but she
We
can't.
only come for 2 months at a time.
Yeah, but I'd come longer.
No.
But I'd use it for a base to.
Yeah. Well, why don't you?
I should. I just haven't yet. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I need to either waste shooting time while I'm here or do it all online. Do you
Yeah.
want to buy a place online? I see what Airbnbs do online. I don't think I want to spend like $50,000 or $100,000. Sorry, $500,000
that's
on
true.
something on a picture.
That's very true. You'd want to go and check it out. That's true. I understand.
But I was a bit scared before we got here because there was some riots because of the election, and I saw something else with all these sort of like terrorist squads all on a river, and everyone's hiding behind signs like something happened. It turned out to be like they thought something was there, and someone had actually fired it. One of the cops had actually let off his gun, so everyone thought the terrorist was firing. I don't know. Didn't read the story.
That's scary.
That's scary.
So far it's been fine.
Huh?
I feel like there's always riots happening here though.
I do like the fact that if the government does something they don't like, they just freaking go stupid. Like, speed cameras, nut, and pull them all down. You're not having our money for speeding.
I feel like there's always a strike at the airport as well.
Yes, there's a little bit. I don't like at the airport when there's all these machine guns walking around past
It's very
you. So, like,
confronting.
you go to Australia, you don't see a gun, and all of a sudden you've got machine guns.
Yeah. It's scary. We're not used to it.
No, it's not.
Where there was somewhere
Like,
else.
I'd rather, like, play with crocodile snakes and sharks. I know what's going to happen with them.
I can't remember where we were. We were somewhere in the world, and I remember getting to the airport, and the guns that the cops had on them. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, is that necessary?
No, it was because that I can't remember the airport, but that had a terrorist attack.
Oh,
And remember, part of it was closed, and you could only come in this way. There's at least 20 there's people everywhere with machine guns hanging off them.
I don't remember the finer details. I just remember
there had
being
been
like,
some
Jesus.
type of attack at that airport.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
There
I don't
you
know if
go.
I should get it. I'm trying to.
Just
It's just a bit too complex for me.
Well, just
No, it's all
leave
right.
it there. I can finish. You get another glass of your friggin' crappy.
My
cheap
crappy.
shit.
It's not cheap crappy.
Cheap
It's just a bit
crappy.
too complex. I'm just not vibing with it. Like, I mean, it's nice and heavy. It's just the flavours are a bit too complex for my palate.
Too complex for your little one brain cell.
Shut up.
It can't taste more than one thing at a time. In this place, I did my first. Beck and I did a little shoot just before this, and it was more to feel the place out. The lights just to die for everywhere. One thing I was saying to Beck, I think yesterday, that I've just brought again too much gear. I've got a pro photo light, a photo stand, a umbrella, a couple other things, and so far I have not touched any of it. And unless we need to take any of our own light to America, I'm not going to travel with lights anymore because, I might travel with one little LED, even if it's for podcast use. If we've got
Well,
really
you
crap
used the
light.
LED when we shot in Geneva.
Did we like those pictures?
I don't know.
Trying to think. Oh, Geneva. Oh, Geneva was sausage land, wasn't it?
Remember we did the thing on the stairs and you were using the LED to bounce against the wall to get more feel because it was a bit dark?
Yeah, but I didn't like them.
Oh.
They weren't none of, you didn't mark any of them. I'll still take it for night. Like, I'm hoping to
And
do...
you have truffles.
No, that's her cheese.
No.
No, that cheese doesn't smell.
I could smell it before.
She
But
hasn't...
I've eaten it.
Yeah,
she
but
had-
when you were first eating it, I could smell it.
she
But
had
I just thought I
she had
smelled...
truffles last night. Maybe she farted.
I thought I could smell truffles.
I think she farted.
No, I did fart.
Are you sure?
It'll be coming out through my pores and my
You got truffle paws.
probably.
Maybe we
With all
need to
the
put a...
truffles I've been eating.
We might need to put a plastic bag around Anne.
thought
Not
I
just
could
the
smell
cheese, we'll put it around Anne.
I thought I could smell truffles, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, so you don't think you'll... Or maybe you just bring an LED.
Well, no, I want to bring... I still always bring, like, my little on-camera flash. Because within the next couple of days, I'm definitely going to shoot something at night. We've got Shay, I've got Anne, I've got you. I'm definitely going to shoot something at night. We'll film it for either YouTube or Inspire. So I haven't done that for ages. And
Yeah.
the streets around in Paris are just to
Beautiful.
die for at night.
Yeah.
But I think I can go... I cut my lenses back and I'm happy how far I cut them. I could most likely even cut further. But a 50mm lens and a 35mm lens and a 21mm lens are all this big. So it's not going to
really
save me
matter,
anything.
yeah.
But so far I've only really used 3 lenses, which is the 50, 90 and my 24-90.
Yeah. Well, that's good. But also at the same time, like, even though you haven't used the gear that you bought, like, I don't know, we might have to use it when we get to Scotland because I don't know.
I think I'll be taking out...
I don't know
I might even
what...
be taking flashlight with me too, because I'm expecting like the heaviest overcast day ever, and no areas to block light.
And the studio manager, actually, he hasn't sent me the list yet. Because I booked the studio and he said he's got equipment, and I said, cool, can you please send me an equipment list? And he said he would, but he's just on a 3-day location shoot, but that was more than 3 days ago, so...
That could have been a 3-day bender. It might have been us in Berlin.
So I should chase that up just to make sure that he's got everything that we need. I'm excited for Scotland, even though it's going to be cold.
I'm excited. I've never been there.
Me either, and I've
So
always
it's
wanted to
somewhere I'm
go.
really excited.
I
Yeah,
love going to new places, so I'm excited for that. I'm not excited for the weather. I might have to buy some new clothes.
And you're most likely more comfortable talking to Parisians than you will be talking to Scottish people. They'll be talking to you in English and you won't understand a word. At least I will, because my father-in-law was so Scottish. Nobody understood. And I learned so well from Sammy. I can understand Scotland.
I get confused. Especially when it's like a really heavy accent, but that's okay.
It'll
That's
be a
okay.
pretty heavy accent.
It's going to be really heavy, but it's cute. It's nice.
That's cute. Should buy a kilt. We could do...
A kilt.
Yeah, we could do our podcast in Edinburgh, me wearing a kilt.
No, because then your plums will be hanging out.
Of course I will. You can't wear jocks with a kilt. The whole idea of wearing a kilt is so like the boys can just flop around.
You are so disgusting. Why do you...
Why? Girls free ball at some time.
Oh my gosh. We don't have balls.
Or free. No, I can't say that word. I could, but I didn't. I still might. Don't.
Yeah, see, this one's more my palate. This was another Syrah that I got
That's right,
yesterday.
yeah, this was $1.
It wasn't $1.
It came in a cardboard box.
It's more my palate. It's
Pellets.
not as complicated. It's not,
You're complicated.
I know, that's why I don't like having complicated things. It makes all of this little cucumber with anxiety very...
You don't like cucumber. It would be zucchini.
I do like cucumber.
No, you said you like zucchini, not a cucumber.
I like both of them.
I mentioned something about cucumber. You said, yeah.
When?
Back in Australia. I was talking about zucchini pasta and something about cucumber, and I don't really like cucumber.
I do. I just don't... Like, I put it in salad sometimes. I just don't put much of it because I find it can be kind of overpowering.
I think that's because I was going to make you an omelette.
Yeah, and you suggested putting... You won't put... No, because who cooks cucumber? No one. You have to
Tree
cook...
does. Have you ever had cooked cucumber?
Use a coaster.
I didn't know we had costs.
Everywhere.
Not like the last place. The last place, so in our friggin' cave, we put a glass down and there's more water outside the glass than liquid inside the glass.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
Anne's luggage went up by 5 kilos in weight just from the moisture all the clothes sucked in. What are you stealing?
I'm just pointing at all the coasters that are on the table.
Yeah, Mum.
There's like 20 of them.
Yeah, those coasters are fine, but a ceramic coaster is not a coaster unless you put it upside down. It's cork. But then your water just runs off.
Cock.
Cork. I said, get out of your mind, you pervert. Just because I can't get over you. Just everything's so sexual all the time.
What am I made of?
These are cool. I didn't actually notice this is the building of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that is really cool.
It's really cool. It's got the month and how high they got it.
That is really cool.
Never noticed this. Really boring for freaking people.
People can't see us. Can't even see us looking at it.
Like Anne walking around the house vacuuming. This is just the boringest podcast in the world.
It's so clean now. Look at all the vacuuming I've done.
No, he meant like when you're back at home and you're not watching and you're just walking around.
Now Anne's listening to it live, so
Yeah.
she doesn't need to. Although
I might start vacuuming.
she'll start vacuuming. There's,
Funny.
you should have vacuumed the, where was it?
The last
Frankfurt. Yeah, that needed a vacuum.
Yeah, I should have.
Especially your and Beck's hair that was everywhere. It was like these big friggin' hairballs
It's
everywhere.
not that bad. You
So
exaggerate.
you vacuumed up because you said it was big.
Because we had a model coming over for a shoot and I wanted to clean the
Yeah,
place
the brown
up.
looked like a mohair jacket.
I told you a million times not to exaggerate.
Well, I didn't listen to you a trillion times. Just a laughies, not politicals. The debate in America. Oh my God. I just so glad I don't live in America and have to make a decision who to vote for. That was like, is this the best American can come up with? Like seriously.
I just don't understand why they started talking about golf.
Yeah, on like what we're going to do for the country. Oh, what's your handicap? Like how can this be a thing? Like, let's just waste time talking about shit that has nothing to do with what your leadership to the country is going to be and how you're going to move forward. It's like your handicap.
There's been some great content on TikTok about it though.
I must admit, I'm loving some of those spoofs that people have been
it's so
doing. It's
funny.
been so funny, but
I feel really bad.
I feel really sorry for
Yeah.
Americans that may be more like me. You've got no freaking choice. Like, it'd be like, I'm trying to think the next two. So if you had Kanye West versus Tay Tay, it would be the same thing.
Oh, and Taylor Swift hands down.
For president,
Yeah.
rubbish. No, one super commercial friggin' no. Same thing. They need
Just because you hate Taylor Swift.
as a president, I hate her.
Oh my God.
Privileged white female. You couldn't do that as a president. I'm joking.
Anyway, I feel really sorry.
I do,
for
yeah, I do. But luckily, we're going to be in and out before the shit hits the fan.
Probably still going to be a bit heated, but that's all right.
We just keep our mouths shut about
Yeah.
politics.
You're the one who brought it up.
No, but I just meant that it was.
Well,
like,
even
us watching it, like we don't live there, where it's not our country. Us watching it, like imagine if that was in Australia.
on last Friday for the natural work, because Elijah, who came to the workshop, one that was making the jokes that you mentioned earlier, he isn't originally from America. He doesn't live there anymore. But you were teaching the natural light, and I was on social media,
Yeah,
and
because he's where's he moved to?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. So he's lost his right to vote, hasn't he? Yeah.
But I was on social media minding everyone's bags and on social media or whatevs. And I saw all this coverage starting to come out from it, and I started watching a few of the highlights, and I was just like, oh my God. And then you all came back, and I mentioned because I was giggling just because of some of the commentary around it. Was really, like people were making spoofs and stuff. And I mentioned, I was like, yeah, I've just been watching that. And he was like, I'm so sorry. I was like,
Yeah, when you were saying, I had a picture in my head what might have happened. And when you played it, I thought, that's 100 times worse than what I was thinking. Like, this is just like, How can a country, like a superpower of
It
the
feels like a
world,
South Park episode.
does feel very much. Do you think South Park has actually infiltrated? I really think those guys have infiltrated them and Cheech and Chong, and
like a South Park
there'll be a
episode.
few people infiltrated
I feel
and messing with us.
I feel bad.
Anyway,
Anyway, sorry guys. I'm sorry to bring political.
no, it's
crap
easy.
into it.
So hopefully aliens will attack, or meteorites will fall, or the Earth will split in half
No, that's horrible.
and fix that problem.
No, it's horrible. I wouldn't wish that.
You wouldn't wish that.
No, that's mean.
Don't you like aliens?
I don't know. Never met one.
I want aliens like the ones in that movie, Mars Attacks.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, their heads explode when they play opera.
Oh, that sounds like me. I'm not an opera. You said there was someone singing opera when you were walking around.
There was.
today.
It was a lovely voice was stunning. She would have been about maybe 30. She just stood literally. You know how you've got your two lanes and there's a little centre strip. There was only a skinny centre strip. It was like maybe for Americans a yard and for everyone else in the world a metre. And the date was no, I won't go into that. She was just standing there, no bucket out the front of her. She didn't have a dog on a mat next to her, a coffee cup in her hand. She didn't have her head on the ground trying to cover it so you couldn't see her eyes. She just stood up there and was just singing this amazing opera. And you could see people wanted to donate money, but there was nowhere to donate it.
She was just doing it for the love of it.
I think so.
That's nice.
It was actually really nice.
Ashley.
Actually, Ashley is my joke. Find your own. You schmurd it.
Oh. Yeah, it's nice. This little thing about Paris is it's got little quirks like that. And it's like even you say like all the little one-off shops and stuff. Which I'm kind of annoyed about because we tried to go. I didn't realise in Milan that a lot of things are... I know most things are closed on Sundays, but I didn't realise things are still closed on Monday. And so we dedicated Monday to going shopping, and I wanted
But
to
Monday
go...
morning.
Yeah,
That
Monday
was the
morning.
problem.
And then I didn't realise the shops didn't open until about 3 p.m, but then we had our shoot with Sabrina in the afternoon. So all of the little small boutique shops that we wanted to go to that we were looking in the windows of were all shut.
It happens every year.
It's so annoying.
So it's not going to happen this year. If you don't come, I'll just go off on my own.
Okay.
I'll most likely end up in the wrong area like I did today. So
get
Beck,
everything-
help me. I haven't got my address to get home. And people are looking at me weird, like I'm a fruit.
A fruit?
Yes. They're going to pick me and eat me. Anyway,
Another strawberry, actually.
I need some new clothes for the studio, and I know the exact shops I need to find, but something happens and we never... LA, we found a shop that I need to find. That's the shop I need. You know the shop I'm talking about? And definitely need to find them. I wish I found them before here because it would have been more photo shoots on this trip using the stuff I find, but I do need new stuff for the studio. Unfortunately, models steal my really, really good stuff. Like the slip Beck's wearing now is a cheap-ass replacement of
This was not cheap. This was lapella.
I know, but it's still nothing.
This was not cheap, though.
Yeah, but still nothing. That one that we lost, it was like, I love that slip so much. It was mostly only the same price, but the cut and the material was something that just it's like my boob shirt. You could never buy my boob shirt again. It's nowhere.
Sorry.
What'd you birth?
No. There was too much wine in my mouth.
Oh, you're going to vomit on me.
It was
Oh,
just...
the vomitous.
I thought I
don't
could finish
vomit
all
on
of
me.
that in one mouthful.
So this
and
is
it
this
was...
is New York, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not tipping this wine down the drain. I'm going to quickly drink it before the flight. I quickly drink it I'll put it down the toilet instead.
I was telling someone the other day that story.
I can't believe you did that.
Well, because it was like 3/4 of a bottle and it was a cork wine.
I
And I was like, I
suppose at
can't.
least when you threw up, it brought half your content of your stomach out and you're skinnier.
I couldn't leave that much wine. We were checking out. So I was like, I've got to drink
Can't
it.
leave there so much wine, so I'm going to scull it.
So I did drank like a bunch. I drank as much as I could while I was doing my makeup and then ran down to your hotel room and then
Because you're running late.
felt sick and then sat on the bed and was trying to concentrate on not throwing up and then I didn't help and then I went and chucked it all back up in
My toilet.
Whoopsies.
So the review from the... we had a drunk in our toilet last night. And it's the opposite to when I was travelling with my last assistant. In LA, there was like a little bit of southern left, and we're checking. I'm going to tip that out. I'm going to put an ice block in it. I know it's only 9 in the morning, but... And I put it on the bench, and I started packing all my gear up and just did a little sip. Mm. And next minute, where's the glass? Oh, I tipped out and washed it. You what? You what? That's why she doesn't work for me anymore.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I can't remember if I did that.
What are you calling?
I can't remember if I did that to you once before, actually. I think I might
I think
have.
you've done lots of horrible things to me.
I think I did it once before. And
Tip my drink out.
I think I said, I don't know.
You think you said, I don't know.
No, because I'm trying to remember if it was...
Do you practice this talking style?
I can't remember if you were telling me when that happened and you said that she tipped it out and then you were like, no, I was drinking that. She's like, oh, sorry, I thought it was from the night before. And you're like, with an ice cube in it. Do you not think if it was from the night before, the ice would have melted?
I definitely said that.
But yeah, I was trying to remember if I've done that and you said that to me or if that was the same story.
Maybe I told you that because you did the same thing to me.
Maybe.
Although you'd been fired, you wouldn't be with me today. So maybe you didn't tip it out.
I would
Maybe.
never. I don't touch your
So
drink.
don't tip out my drink and you still have a job.
Yes, please.
We'll try and keep you for another day.
I have a mortgage to pay.
Why are you scratching the mess out
Because
of your knees?
I've got these
Looks
little...
like mosquito bites.
Yeah, I've got little mosquito...
Are they in a line?
No, they're in the shape of a southern cross.
Could be...
Look, see? It's like, for you it's upside down, but see,
Yeah,
it's like little southern cross mosquito bites.
No, it could just be a different style of bed bug.
They're not Australian, though.
They're not Australian. Oh.
We're not in Australia. I've got southern cross bitis and it's itchy. It looks like a southern cross.
Maybe it's an Anne disease. You were sleeping very close to her last night.
No, we have separate mattresses.
I know, but you were still within spitting distance.
I don't think it's an Anne disease.
Sure. I think she has diseases.
I don't think she does. We've got dinner reservations that we should probably...
Well, I just thought while we're whispering, we shouldn't be running a podcast on whispering. Most people want ASMR.
ASM. What did you call it?
MNSPDF.
Oh my God, you're a weirdo.
Something.
And I should get changed for dinner and we can go you can have your snails and your creme brulee. Oh my God, stop it. Between the squeaking and the slurping and the whispering.
I'm doing the AMSDMR or whatever it's called.
ASMR.
I don't
hate
do
it.
SNMR.
Oh my God.
What, the AS?
We're gonna get ready to go out for Peter to have his creme brulee and snails. And we'll see you again next week.
Yes.
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 Bye, guys.
See you.